pardoning power of president and governor can be done side by side. Article 162, 161. Okay, from mains point of view, the nature of the questions will be similar. So, in the pardoning power of president, you have to understand the scope of pardoning power and what is pardon. Pardon in general terms is a sort of amnesty or mercy. So the scope of pardoning power of president is in case of death sentence, governor does not have this power. In case of court martial, because president is a supreme commander of defense forces, governor does not have power. With respect to the violation of any law over which union has executive power. So the parallel provision for governor is over which a state has executive power. And you have to understand that as far as the death sentence is concerned, governor can reprieve, respite, commute, remit, but governor cannot pardon. So here the term pardon is used in a specific sense, means completely absolving any person from his crime. Fine. Pardon, all these things together are also called as pardon, but there is also one specific meaning of pardon. Now from mains point of view, we have to understand whether pardoning power of president is subjected to judicial review. Pardoning power of president and governor subjected to judicial review. Fine. Now, why this question? Why this question? Because there have been instances in India where the pardoning power has been misused in the interest of political party. Fine. And for example, suppose elections are happening, there is a party A and party B, and you anyway know the use of money power and muscle power. In Bollywood movies, you must have heard about that term, supari. Fine. So suppose any member or a candidate of party A give supari, let us say to Munna Bhai, fine, to kill the opponent, this is possible, and then I can save Munna Bhai for next election also by using the pardoning power. Such incidents have happened in India. For example, in Andhra Pradesh, the famous case has been Ipuru Sudhakar case, where the governor has used the pardoning power to give benefit to a member of his party who has been accused of murder. So this entire incident makes us to think that there is a possibility of the arbitrary exercise of power. Now, arbitrariness is against Article 14, the equality before law. And equality before law is a basic structure, so that cannot be permissible. Hence, there is a scope of judicial review in case of pardoning power of president. Fine. Why there was a confusion? Because if judiciary intervenes in the pardoning power of president, what is a technical problem? The technical problem is it goes against the separation of powers, the principle of separation of power. So this was a maze, this was a confusion which has been clarified by judiciary from time to time. When judiciary clarified what is the scope of the amending power of, what is the scope of judicial review, to what extent judicial review can be done in case of pardon. Okay, so in this context, basic point we have to understand is pardoning power and judicial review. Okay, so fundamental problem, what is the problem here? The problem here is judiciary reviewing the exercise of executive power. Fine. So some may say this is violation of the separation of powers. So what has been the attitude of Indian judiciary over the judicial review of the pardoning power? Judiciary has very reluctantly entered into the domain of the pardoning, exercise of pardoning power by president. Okay. Now, what are the important cases? The important cases is Maru Ram case, Kehar Singh case, Ipuru Sudhakar case, and Shatrughan Chauhan case. Fine.